So at its heart, Understanding Dying is a platform for families and healthcare providers to build shared language, tools for communication, and in-the-moment education and support when people need it most.
Patients and families were in that space of dying for the first time, didn't understand it, and they suffered unnecessarily because they didn't know what the natural process looked like.
Our medical system has made death and dying this very sterile clinical experience that strips away the individuality and sort of dignity of people at the end of life. And so we have a huge opportunity to change that.
Introducing a digital platform, we could flip the tables. Instead of bringing people to education, we can bring education to them at the bedside.
Historically, that's been really challenging. It's incredibly expensive. It often takes years to even get something to the point where you can test it. And then often when you get to that point, you realize that you've built the wrong things and you need to go back to the drawing board. There's often a vision of what it could be or what it should be. It very rarely achieves that.
What we wanted to do with ALT is look at the entire software development lifecycle, end to end, from what needs to be built, how do we research that, how do we design the experience we want, how did we then do the UX design all the way through the software development testing to launch. And so that entire process end to end, reimagined for AI is what we call ALT.
It's not vibe coding. It requires a different depth of technology knowledge to really leverage and get the outcomes that we're talking about, and a different level of product thinking to make sure that it's not just faster, it's not just more, it's the right stuff to get the outcomes for our customers' business.
With ALT, it's really not linear. It's the definition, the vision, the build, the test can happen in a couple of days, or if not hours. You're just doing so without the relay race. So no more handoffs. Instead, you're running 5 lanes across full speed.
Most people would say to build a platform like this in the traditional model would take 6 or 8 months. What we found in using the AI-led team model, it took weeks. It took 8 weeks, not 8 months.
It has really allowed us to move faster. We would have been months behind and we would have had to raise a lot more money in order to get where we are today.
Because we were able to get so far quickly with the ALT process, we were able to have a product to get in front of investors, to get in front of end users that gave them vision, that gave them confidence, that let them see more clearly where we were going with this and how quickly and how confidently we could get there.